how's it going, guys? So we are here at Fire and Dice today. I have David Veronica. That's right, Veronica. Don't be fooled by his name. He's actually a really good player. What place did you get today?
I got first. I went 5-0.
So that was undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what were you playing today?
I was playing Volcanion.
Volcanion.
Like I always do.
Okay, cool. So let's get into your deck profile and see what version of Volcanion you're running today, okay? Alright, so what were you playing in your Volcanion deck?
First off, I played the 3 baby Volcanion. Really gets your engine going, mostly with the power heater ability, and it combos really well with the main Pokemon in the deck, which would be the 4 Volcanion EX. Is really the thing that makes it go. I've seen a lot of lists that play 3. I personally don't like it just because sometimes you do prize one, or you have to throw one away with an Ultra Ball against Garbodor because you don't want extra items.
So you play 4 just to be more consistent?
Yeah, just to get it out more often, and it's a Brooklet Hill target, so I can just get it out whenever I want, basically. Cool. Next up, play the 2 Turtonator GX. I see some lists playing 1, others playing 0. Personally, I think that 2 is a pretty good number for it. Most of the time, even if you start it, it's not a bad start because you can just shell trap and start annoying your opponent from turn 1. Cool. I actually did that in one of my games where against Espeon Garb, I shell trapped to knock out a Trubbish, and then he attacked me and he took 80, and that set me up for a Volcanic Heat or a Power Heater knockout. Nice. 2 Lele because it just searches out pretty much all your supporters, even your 1-ofs, such as Olympia and Fisherman, which we'll get into later. And I see that you're playing the 2 Leles. Do you feel that's better than running a Lele and a Shaman? I personally do, just because in this format particularly, you get punished a lot for playing Shaman. It's an easy Lysander target. They pretty much just look for it as your game ender, whereas Lele at least can take and hit. And even if in the weird situations where I need to attack with it, I can. Cool, perfect. And then the 1-1 Starmie and Staryu line. Nice. Since we're not running Energy Retrieval anymore because of Garbodor, the Starmie gets you set up. You just pitch a card, anything you don't need, like an extra Brooklet Hill because you've already used it. You just pitch it, get your 2 energy, and start rolling. Nice. And the Staryu as well, I feel it's important to play the free retreat one, because even if you can't get it evolved, it's a free retreater, so if you just pivot with your Volcanions, it's always a good option to have. And also if you start it, it can set you up into other plays. Yeah, it's a free retreater, and it's probably one of the better starts in the deck. Cool, perfect. So your supporter line was? I played the 1 of Olympia. It's a switch card. You mainly need it just to reset your Volcanic Heats. Just because a lot of times you want to keep attacking with the Volcanic Heat, or if you already Bright Flame for the turn, you could just get rid of the hindrance of having to attach another energy and just retreat into something that can get your engine going. I played 3 in, mostly for consistency reasons. A lot of times you can pitch this late game with a Starmie just because you don't actually need it. And it's a good space peeking target also in the early game. If you have a really bad hand, you can just set it up and where you're drawing a hand that you probably needed it the turn before. Cool. 3 Lysander, mostly for late game. Lele into Lysander is always one of the big finishers. And also just because if I'm down 1 prize late game, I know if I just need the Lysander, I can draw it a good percentage. And it's also space beacon fodder. Nice. The Fisherman. I know a lot of decks don't play the Fisherman, such as Ryan Sabahouse's list. But I feel it's necessary, especially since Starmie always seems to get prized, or it always seems to never want to come out, or they divide it early game. In which case, this kind of saves you. Yeah, it does help out a lot. So yeah, I've heard players that they'll Fisherman into game because they'll get their energies back into their hand, and then they'll Power Heater for game. Yeah. So yeah. I've set that up once on Shaman, where I just Fisherman for game because I didn't have a Staryu out. And also, it's a failsafe just in case you can't get either of the pieces. Nice. And then 4 Sycamore. Standard in these kinds of decks, you just want to draw as many cards as you want. It's probably the best draw supporter in the game. And it just gets your engine going. Cool. Stadium. For stadiums, I play 3 Brook of the Hill. Searches out pretty much everything, most of the deck, including your Volcanions, your Starmie, and also it's a good late game searcher, just in case you want to know if your third Lysander's in the deck, or if you need a supporter for game to grab with Lele.
And do you prefer running 3 Brooklet Hills instead of like a split between Brooklet Hill and Scorched Earth?
I like running it just because Scorched Earth, while it does get you more cards instantly, sometimes you want the energy in hand because you need it for a certain plan, and you can't space beacon anything.
Okay.
And also, it's just a searcher for your Staryu, and you almost always need that thing.
Right.
Next up, tools. I played 3 Fury Belt. Originally, I was playing Choice Band, but I thought the health from Fury Belt actually helps a lot. In certain cases, like against the Tauros that wants to rage on you, it actually saves you, and they had the Field Blower away to actually get a knockout. And also, extra damage is actually sneaky good. Against Garbodor Espeon, you can just steam up once, attach the Fighting Fury Belt, and you knock out an Eevee. And it just sets up better numbers for you in late game.
Cool, perfect.
And then 2 Float Stone. Again, just the retreat.
Just the retreat, yeah.
Trainers. I play the Ronin Stretcher just because, like I said, the Staryu or the Starmie always gets knocked out. And also, just in case you discarded a bunch of Pokemon with Space Beacon, you can Rescue Stretcher late game and get them back. Like you need your 4th Steam Up to knock out a Shane, like a Mega Ray or whatever. It's good to just have back.
Cool.
I play 2 Elixir. The days of 4 Elixir are pretty much gone. The 2 is a good number just to keep up with stuff like Book of Obulu or Garbodor. Just because sometimes you really fall behind on the energy count because you've attached too much to a Turtonator, and this helps set up your last attackers. Like in my last game, I needed it just to set up on a Volcanion EX, and because of it, I won the game because I had enough energy.
Nice.
Just the 3 Ultra Balls, you're just cutting down for Garb. But I feel that with the 3 Ultra Ball and the 3 Brook of the Hill, you don't actually need that much searching with the Ultra Ball.
Right.
Most of the time it's to get you like your Lele or your Starmie, just because you can't search those out.
Okay.
Or even a Turtonator.
Nice.
The Field Blower for Stadium Wars and Garb. Let's play 2 Switch. I like it better than Escape Rope because sometimes you want the thing in the active slot, and Switch just guarantees you an instant switch to like a Starmie or something with a Float Stone.
Nice.
And then 3 Seeker, just to get your supporters back, and again cutting down for Garb.
Okay. So, and you run 3 just because of Garb, and it doesn't hurt you because of the consistency of not having the 4?
No, not really. Actually, before in the Sun and Moon format, I accidentally put 3 Retrieval and 3 Versus Seeker, and I never really found a problem. With the increased supporter lineup, like the 3 Lysander and the 3 N, you're really not hurting for the 3rd Versus Seeker. In some games, I played 1 or 2.
Nice.
And then just 14 energy. I just choose to prefer to play the 3 energy because I like all the eras of energy.
Right.
And also it kind of makes it easier for searching.
Nice, because then you have different variations of art, so it helps you when you're like trying to figure out how many you have.
Yeah, but mostly I just like the way they look.
Cool. All right, so that's pretty much the deck profile right there. Alright, so there you guys have it. That was pretty much his deck profile for Volcanion, which did get him first place undefeated today at Fire and Dice. What was one of your toughest matches today?
I'd probably say my last round against Espeon Garbodor. The player really knew what he was doing. Like he divided my Turtonator on the bench just because I had to retreat the active Volcanion. And so he was playing out ahead, but in the end I just had better draws. And I set up my last Volcanion EX to knock out his Lele because I did a steam up for Power Hater, which did 50 damage, which enabled me to get the energy. Lysander for game.
Nice. And we know that Worlds is coming up. It is next month. Are we gonna see you there?
I'm going just mainly for the Anaheim Open. I didn't qualify this year. I wasn't really that competitive. Next year, hopefully, trying to get my Worlds invite. But for this year, just trying to get an early start in the season.
Cool, perfect. David, thank you for being on the channel. We hope to see you at the top tables next year. I'm pretty sure you're going to get there. With that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video just in case if anybody wants to figure out how to play Volcanion. They did give you some good tips on how to play it correctly, so I would take those to heart. With that said, guys, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.